Oh, my heart. How the fuck do you break up with somebody? We've both been in this horrible situation when you're with a partner that you just don't want to be with, you don't see a future with, and breaking up with them is fucking hard.
Yeah, and sometimes you still really love them, but you just know it's not right. We did a video last month about breakups and heartbreak, and we thought this would be a good follow-on video for that.
How to break up with someone? That is the question. Have you ever had to break up with somebody?
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. It was hard. Yeah, it was really hard, and I did not enjoy it in the slightest either time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone enjoys it. That's some fucked up shit if you enjoy break. Even if you don't care about the other person, you still don't enjoy it.
It's hard, because you know that you're going to hurt the other person, and that's a horrible thing to have to go through.
Especially someone that you've loved and you've put in your time and effort with, and to literally hurt them, to see that you are causing them physical and mental pain. Yeah, that's so hard to watch.
It's really hard. Have you ever broken up with someone?
Yeah, like I think I've broken up with all my boyfriends. I don't think I've ever been with No, there was one guy that broke up with me in McDonald's, but we were going out for like 2 weeks, so it didn't matter.
It didn't matter at all.
At all, like, I didn't cry. Both ways is horrible, and I felt horrific. I think the last ex that I had, like so much pain, like vomiting so much pain and causing your own pain to yourself and to the other person, and feeling the guilt because you know that you could just stop it instantly if you just took them back. Yeah. But you have to fucking stay true. Yeah.
You know it's for the best, and you know it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but it will be for the best.
And that brings us on to our first tip. Do it fucking quickly.
Do not drag it out. That is the worst thing you can do.
The longer you leave it, the more the relationship builds up. And I mean, sometimes people can tell. Sometimes they're like, are we okay? Is there something going on? And then that's the point where you don't lie to them, say, right, there is something going on. Or as soon as you get that thought in your mind that this isn't working, do it straight away. The longer you leave it, the harder it is on both of you.
Also, you have to be honest with your partner, but without being cruel to them.
Yeah. Tell them what the issue is if you think that it's going to help them in the future, but don't be horrible about it. Don't tell them that it's their fault or that they're gross, or, you know, if it's something to do with laziness, don't say you're fucking lazy, that's the reason. I don't even know how to say it. It's like breaking up with a real person. Oh, sorry. Explain to them that they just didn't do enough in the relationship and it doesn't work for you. You have to expect that if you tell them a reason, that they'll say to you that I can change, I can be better. Yeah. And it's always good to give somebody a chance. Yeah. But when you know, and it needs to be over and done with. If you're asking yourself if this is the right decision, you're not sure if you should break up with them or not, if you wanted to be with them, you wouldn't question it. It wouldn't come into consideration, really. I mean, yeah, there are times where you don't get on with your boyfriend, but if you're like, should I break up with him or not? Just do it. Because that feeling will just grow stronger in the future. We would always advise to break up with somebody in person. As fucking hard and as horrible as it is, it's the honourable thing to do. It's a little bit different if you have a long distance relationship and you cannot actually see that person.
Yeah, doing that over the telephone in that case can be the only way. Just do not do it in text.
Oh my god, don't do it in text. It's like so embarrassing, so low, because the other person is just left with like, what do you even type back? Like, don't do that. At least if you talk to somebody in person, they can read your body language. Yeah. They can see how genuine and how upset you are. It's not just cold over the text message.
And it gives you a chance to talk it out and make sure you both understand why it's happened. Yeah. And it will hopefully give you more closure.
Oh, that closure is so important as well. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to exactly tell them why you're breaking up with them, but at least if you're talking about it and talking to each other, you kind of get an idea of how the other person's feeling, rather than just suddenly, we have to break up.
Yeah, you're left like, why? And when you're breaking up with someone in person, it's always a good idea to do it in a neutral environment.
Yes. Go to a cafe nearby, because it also keeps emotions down. If you're in a public place, you won't get angry with each other, you won't scream or shout, you won't have a whole hysterical fit. It does keep things a little bit more calm and collected.
Yeah. Although I think it's also a good thing to have a little bit of privacy. Yeah. Because if you need to allow out your emotions, if you need to cry a bit, then you need to have space to do that as well.
I mean, it's always good to go to a park.
Yeah, a park is ideal.
We only suggest doing it in a neutral place because doing it, say, in a bedroom, for example, bringing them over and breaking up with them either in their bedroom or in your bedroom or their house or your house, it almost creates like a bad feeling in that room, and you might always associate that place with a breakup. At least if it's a park or a Costa, you can't really associate a hell of a lot to it. You will, because it's human nature, but you'll grow out of that. But if it's your bedroom, you know, after a breakup, you'll go back into your bedroom and be like, this is where it happened. Also, there's another bad thing about doing it in your own home, is the fact that you might not be able to escape the situation. Oh my God, and that happened to me when I was breaking up with someone. They wouldn't leave and they insisted on sleeping over. So I had to sleep in a bed with them, like really awkwardly. For a whole night after I'd broken up with them. Wasn't that cool? If you don't have any places nearby, the best place is to do it at theirs, so you can leave. Yeah. And leave them there. You don't want to do it in your home where they feel like they have to storm out. Yeah. Horrible. And don't be ashamed to cry. Like, I cried so much when I broke up with my boyfriend, and it shows that you do still care, because it's not like you've just suddenly stopped caring. Yeah. You do care. And if you do show them your emotions, then it makes it a little bit easier for them because they can see that. In this day and age, social media does not let us get over anyone. Oh God, no, it's impossible. So the only way we can really hide the other person, get them out of our mind, is to block them. So you need to talk to them about blocking on social media. I think you should have a conversation about it. If you leave it up to them and give them the choice, they can choose for you to either block them or them to block you. The only problem if they block you is that they can unblock you and still stalk and still cause themselves more pain. We know that you don't really want to block each other. It feels really harsh and really final, but we're only fucking human. And even I do it to this day. I will stalk on my exes and it's like I'm waiting to see something to hurt me. You don't want to fucking do that. Everyone stalks their exes, and most of the time it's a negative thing. You're trying to see that they haven't got on with their life, that they don't have anyone new, and people don't do that. Social media is a platform to show how wonderful your life is, to show your new loves and interests and hobbies. So it will be on there. Yeah, you're definitely going to find something that you don't want to see. So the best thing to do if you're breaking up with somebody is giving them the choice and suggesting to them, I'm happy to block you if you'd like me to, so you don't check on anything. You know, they might be offended about that because they'll be like, why do I want to look at your stuff? But it happens. You don't have to block on all social media, but you both have to be aware that you will probably see stuff that you won't want to. As well as deleting pictures, text messages is really therapeutic, because the worst thing is going back over your phone and coming across a photo. Oh my God, the pain! Something that's really important. You can't message them to see if they're okay. It's like an olive branch to them. Like a little glimpse of hope that you're going to come back to them. And you can't help it but read into it too much. Even if you're asking, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? They're like, oh my God, they've messaged me. They might want to speak to me again. I might have another chance again. Because you want so badly for you to get back together and for it to all be fine. The best thing is silence. Yeah, just to cut all ties and let them get on with their life. And that can be so painful. Yeah, it's really painful. It's the last thing you want to do. You want to see them grow up and see, and well, possibly have other relationships and see how well they're doing and be there for them if they're not doing well. But that can be so fucking hard for the other person. It can just keep rekindling their love over and over again. A lot of people try and be friends after they break up because you're such good friends in the relationship, but quite often this doesn't work out straight away, because one person will always be longing for the other in the like more than a friendship way. I guess our advice for that is don't try the friends after the relationship unless you both know for sure 100% that you're both okay with it. The best trick you can do is, if you think about that person with another person, does that make you upset or angry? Because if it does, that's not a friend. A friend is a completely sort of platonic relationship. You want to see them happy, you want to see them enter into new relationships, like live their life. Yeah, live their life and be happy. But we are there with you. It's fucking hard, it's horrible, but you've got to do it in the most grown-up, honourable way, so you don't look back on the way you broke up with that person and regret it and think, fuck, I fucked up their entire life. Definitely regret a lot of my breakups and the way I did it, you know, trying to be friends with them, trying to make it all okay, trying to be there for them, and it just doesn't work. It just causes them to like long out the pain even more.
Yeah, I had an experience where my first ever love, someone I was hugely in love with as a teenager, started sort of seeing me again after he broke up with me, and I sort of presumed that our relationship was starting again because it was so soon after he'd broken up with me, and I was like, oh, so are we boyfriend and girlfriend again? And he was like, no.
Yeah, that's awful. It's like a second breaking.
Yeah, it broke my heart again. So don't do that to people. Just don't do it.
And, you know, it doesn't always have to be horrible.
Yeah.
It can be quite a mutual decision where both of you are like, we're both not really feeling it.
Yeah.
Be responsible. Don't go to the same party as your ex and fucking start kissing other people and trying to be like, yeah, we're definitely over now. Yeah, that's cruel. That's like, so do it in fucking secret. Just let them have time to grieve and get over it.
Just be kind and responsible, and the final thing is don't let guilt like overcome yourself.
God, yeah. Please don't. Like, you have to do it. You do not see a future together. You do not see, this isn't enjoyable for you. Like, you have to, you will feel guilty. It's a human emotion. You will feel bad about doing it, but you have to literally be cruel to be kind. Rip that fucking band-aid off.
Just don't flaunt it.
Don't flaunt. Anyway, I hope this has been valuable for you, and let us know if this has helped anything out, and if you've had a breakup that's been particularly horrible, or if this has made your breakup even easier.
Yeah, or if you have any extra advice that you'd like to give people, just comment below and hopefully they'll see it.
Yeah, please. We love the advice below. It's so good to hear from you all.
So good. We like the community.
Yes, and subscribe to our community.
Yes,
please
subscribe.
do. We love subscribers.
Like our video, and we shall see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.